I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody does, right? But there has to be a bigger reason for you to make the money because, see, here's the thing, guys. Money is just a tool. Money is a tool to help you have more options in life. It's help you to actually get what you want in life. It's to help the people that you actually want to help in life. So my biggest why in my life was my mother. Simple as that. Keep it simple, right? It was my mother. It was just simply just to retire her, to be able to go ahead and send her tens of thousands of dollars a month to make sure the family back home in California is doing fine. And that's all my why is. Guys, welcome to Cashless ATMs for Beginners. I'm going to be your host, Paul Alex, founder of merchantautomation.com. Glad that you guys are able to join me. You guys are in for a treat on this live on this beautiful Wednesday, guys. As you guys can see, the sun is going down now, so let's get it going. Okay, guys. So for this live, we're actually going to be talking about how I'm going to explain the credit card processing basics for beginners. So essentially, how we're able to save 100% of the processing fees for merchants across the United States and now in Canada. That's right, guys. So officially, we have expanded to Canada. And if you're Canadian, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because no other ISO, independent sales organization in Canada, is offering the cash discount program, guys. We are actually going to be the very first program and company in Canada to offer this, started in July. Yes, we are working super hard to get that going, guys. We've been working on it for months. It seems like forever now, but we are getting it done. And it's very exciting, guys. We actually got our first application in. Our first location lockdown today in Canada. So congratulations to my Canadian who got that. If you guys don't know my background, I started in corporate America at the age of 21 to 26. Then I jumped into law enforcement. I worked for the city of Oakland within the first year and a half. Then I transitioned into a investigation role where I was a detective for the remaining of my career. Did all the cool stuff that you guys usually see on TV, Narcotics Task Force, SVU. I mean, all sorts of stuff, guys. Seen it all, especially in that city. But with that being said, the last 2 years of my law enforcement career, guys, I was working up to 100 hours a week. Yeah, you heard it right. 100 hours a week, guys. And I came to a point in my life where I was just like, what should I do? Like, should I continue to work 100 hours a week and then retire at, 55, which at that time, guys, I still had 30 plus years to go, right? And I don't know. I just missed spending time with my family. I missed actually being able to have a life. It was just all work, 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 and then ultimately just go home, go to sleep, eat, and then just do that again for 6 days out of the week, guys. So for a majority of Americans and now Canadians as well, we are experiencing that right now, especially with inflation, the cost of living, and all that jazz. So essentially, that's where I really got into investing into side hustles that made me residual income. Because it's just like Warren Buffett always says, if you do not figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you will die working, and that is true. So I decided to invest in my first venture, which was ATMs, guys. And then within 18 months, a little bit over a year and a half, I was able to actually scale up to 30 ATMs because I had a mentor. Okay. And if it wasn't for that mentor, guys, I would more than likely still be in law enforcement right now. Not to say law enforcement was a bad career, but it just wasn't fitting with where I was going in life, which was fulfillment, was being able to retire my mom, was being able to live the lifestyle that I ultimately wanted to live, guys, which is be financially free, be able to work remote from anywhere in the world. And if you guys have been following my journey since I've joined back social media since MySpace days back in middle of 2020, you guys know I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. I transitioned to San Diego for 2 years, where I built up the first company, ATM Together. And then from there, we grew from a 3-man team to about 30 employees. And then transitioned to now Miami, Florida. We opened a corporate office in downtown Miami, guys. And then we expanded to a second company. And the second company, they're like sister companies. So now the sister company is Merchant Automation. And Merchant Automation has to do with credit card processing. And the way we were able to actually get into this industry, guys. And just let me make sure that my phone's not frozen here. As you can see, I'm making sure that I'm there live, guys, as you guys can see. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, hey, and make sure, guys, make sure you guys actually drop the city and state where you guys are at. Okay, I already see Stacy from Phoenix. Okay, so who else is watching from what state? Who's watching live right now? I'll go ahead and shout you out, guys. But anyways, to continue, in December of 2023, guys, I met two remarkable entrepreneurs in the merchant services industry named John Sarabia and Rob Sin. And these guys, they're monsters in the merchant services, which is credit card processing. And when I talked to them, they were like, Paul, you did some amazing stuff within digital marketing and the online space. And you just took the simple concept of ATMs and you blew it up, dude. How can we work together so we could go ahead and do the exact same thing with merchant services? Well, the one thing that you guys have to understand, so at that time, okay, I went ahead and I actually, merchant services was essentially like, you could say totally against what I was doing at that time, which is ATMs, guys, because obviously if people use cards, they're not going to use my ATM. So then went ahead and I listened to them. I went to dinner with them, and they were like, "Dude, like this is gonna change everything." Because here's the thing: it's like this came out a few years ago in the States, hasn't come out in Canada, but we have big plans. So they showed me the vision, guys. Okay, and what I want you guys to do right now is actually go ahead and if you guys are listening to this and you guys are like, "Ooh, this sounds good," go ahead and comment vision. That's gonna be VISION. Comment vision right now down in the comments below. The reason why I want you to comment vision is because you have to have vision before you execute, guys. And before you execute, you have to have a plan. Okay. And that's what I've learned. I've learned that my entire career when it came down from corporate America to law enforcement to finally full time entrepreneurship. And now that we have expanded to 3 different companies in the past 6 years, guys, I mean, we have to do a lot of planning, we have to have a lot of vision, and we have to do a lot of execution to get things done. Because when we're helping thousands of entrepreneurs start their business, it's not just about us, it's about you. Okay, so your success is our success, so guys. So go ahead and comment vision. Thanks, guys. I see you, Alex. I see you, Ren, Lee. You guys are commenting vision. All right, Darren. I see you guys. Yes, I love it. I love it. Cass the man. Yeah, Cass is a savage. Sean, Elma from NY. Love it. Okay, so yeah, guys. So as you guys can see, we have a community, just based on the comments. We have a community of like-minded individuals that are essentially a team, okay? And you need a team to make the dream work. Why? Why is that? It's because I know from personal experience that you cannot build anything great unless you have a strong team that believes in the same vision, okay? And that was the same thing in law enforcement, which was the same thing in corporate America, okay? You win together. So we're here to win together, guys. And with that being said, I was able to go ahead and win with my newest mentors, Robson and John Sarabia, which they've had 18 years of experience in the merchant services industry based in Los Angeles, California, and they've generated over 9 figures. That's a lot of zeros, right, guys? It's almost like a phone number. But what I'm saying is, it's not about the money. It's about the opportunity to help others, guys. It's about the ripple effect to help small businesses out there save tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to put back into their business, especially at a time where people need it the most. Okay. So when it comes down to that, guys, there's two reasons why this is such a powerful strategy within merchant services. Number one, you're able to save the small business owner who's paying tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, all of the fees in credit card processing, which is amazing, right? And then number two, you come in as the hero, right? You come in as the hero because heroes come in different forms, right? And you're able to save them 100% of their fees. So the fact that you're able to do that, guess what that is called, guys? That's called good business. And when you go ahead and you actually make good business with even just one client, you know what that equals to? more referrals. And if more referrals come into play, that means that more good business is going to come your way. And that's exactly what's happened to a ton of our current clients, guys. We've actually launched a program, a program, not a course, a program dedicated to go ahead and train average folks just like myself, just like you, on how to launch their own credit card processing business. It's as simple as that, guys. We don't go and try to make business complex because business is not complex, especially when you're trying to scale. Okay. Now, when we went ahead and we were thinking of the vision of how we were going to create this, we wanted to actually utilize our resource and experience in digital marketing to help thousands of folks out in the United States and eventually in Canada, which we did. We actually launched it this week. Now, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. It's going to be Paul Alex. Okay. I always post stories on my IG stories whenever I travel, whenever I'm, working on the business. You guys will see it all in there. I talk a lot about my why, my family. And that's one thing that I actually want to touch on before I continue, guys. How many of you guys want to go ahead and make money? Okay. How many of you guys want to make money? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody does, right? But there has to be a bigger reason for you to make the money. Because see, here's the thing, guys. Money is just a tool. Money is a tool to help you have more options in life. It's help you to actually get what you want in life. It's to help the people that you actually want to help in life. So my biggest why in my life was my mother. Simple as that. Keep it simple, right? It was my mother. It was just simply just to retire her, to be able to go ahead and send her tens of thousands of dollars a month to make sure the family back home in California is doing fine. And that's all my why is. I could care less about how much I make, guys. I know I'll be fine. Okay. I've always have been my entire life because I have such a belief in myself that I will never lose. That's just the reality of the game. You can always tell when somebody is a winner by the way they actually go ahead and they talk, by the way they articulate themselves, by the way they stand and they actually go and speak to other folks. It's the energy that they bring into the environment. And that's another thing that we want to talk about is environment, guys. How many of you guys right now are currently in an environment that you believe is toxic, that you don't want to be around, that sometimes you're living day by day and you're like, dude, is this what life is about? Guys, there's more to life than what your current situation is right now. Trust me. The reason why I say that is because I've been there. I've been there. There's always good and bad days, but see, the good days are always going to come, especially when you're optimistic, especially when you know you are special. And every single one of you are special. The reason why I say that is because you need to have the self-belief before you do anything. You don't see the top 1%ers in this world saying, I'm going to lose. You don't see the athletes in the professional leagues, like in basketball and football and baseball, going to the game thinking they're going to lose against their opponent. No, they're in the locker room cheering, going ahead and saying, I'm going to win. So that's where you guys got to start today, is by saying you are going to win, no matter if you're going to win with this or no matter if you're going to win with something else. But that's where you got to go and actually talk and say to yourself, I am a winner. That's actually what I used to say to myself every single morning before I used to put that blue uniform on back when I was in law enforcement. Say, I'm the best. I am a winner. I'm going to make it home tonight. Okay. And that's why people can feel the energy. All right. So you got to go ahead and have that energy so you can bring positive people around your life, guys. It will help you tremendously. Promise you. Okay. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get started with talking about the credit card processing basics. Okay. So to go back to the story, I went ahead and I've always been a big believer on proven concepts. So I went ahead and I started my own credit card processing company. Okay. Took out the LLC, the bank account, and we were labeled as a consulting company. Every single client that we have, we always recommend that, okay? Because if you go in there and you say, hey, I'm about to do merchant services, more than likely the bank's not going to allow you to open a bank account because they're going to label you a money service business. And to be labeled a money service business, that's a no-no, guys, because you guys are not actually facilitating the transactions when it comes to the credit card processing. So you want to make sure that you actually go ahead and handle that correctly. Now, with that being said, from there, we were able to allocate 60 locations that were paying over $20,000 in residual income, guys. Now, we have obtained over 100 locations, 100 locations a year later, which is amazing. But not only that, we've helped over 500 clients start and build residual income, guys. Today, I found out that I'm going on a few podcasts that actually get millions of views a month, guys. One is going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, and the other one's going to be here in Miami. It starts next week, but I will announce it as we get closer, okay? But on these podcasts, they're going to go ahead and actually ask us questions regarding the results that our clients are getting, guys. And that's the big thing. That's the biggest flex to me, is the fact that we are helping so many people get another second or third source of residual or passive income that they're able to go ahead and actually take that well-deserved time off to go and see their family, or to go do whatever they want with their family, to go on vacation with their family. At the end of the day, it depends what you really want to do with your life, whether you want to actually work because you have love for the game. I always say I got love for work, okay? I got love for the game. But at the end of the day, guys, it's nice to actually go ahead and use your time for whatever you want, okay? Now, if I see Sophia, she's asking for actually some free resources. So guys, closed mouths don't get fed. That's a key takeaway right here, okay? I don't want you guys to forget this. So closed mouths don't get fed. Always remember this when you want something. Speak up. Let it speak into existence. Let it bring it into you, guys. So for everybody that wants either a free course on credit card processing basics, or wants a guide on credit card processing basics, go ahead and comment live. That's going to be LIVE. Go ahead and comment live right now. And then we're going to have one of our teammates down below in the comments go ahead and provide you guys some free resources, whether it's a course, whether it's a guide. If you guys, I'm a reader, so if you like to read like me, you guys can probably read it tonight. It's a short read, but it's very educational. You guys are going to love it. Make sure you guys comment live, especially if you're brand new. Now, if you're watching the replay, okay, a lot of times, majority of our teammates, they join us during these lives, but if you're watching the replay like tomorrow, usually we get like over 500 people watching the replay. Make sure to comment replay as well, okay, just in case we miss you. That's going to be REPLAY, guys, okay? And we'll go ahead and send you some free resources. That's on us, guys. So you guys could go ahead and learn more information regarding the credit card processing basics, and then also learn more about our company and where we're going to. By the way, great news, guys. We actually made it on Forbes, which is remarkable, right? They ask for our advice on essentially just tips on how to transition to entrepreneurship from the 9 to 5. I'm going to go ahead and actually try to find the link here right after the live. I wasn't prepared, guys. I wasn't squared away this time. And I'm going to go ahead and post it on a post so you guys can actually click on it and actually read it. It's a pretty cool article. It's very educational if you guys like to read that kind of stuff. But with that being said, let's go ahead and continue, guys. So we launched this program to basically help beginners or people that are not in merchant services, especially credit card processing, to basically help them build a secondary source of residual income. And how do we do that? Okay, well, with me and what I saw in the market in 2022, starting in 2022 to 23, and then now 24, is that people don't have time. People don't have time, just like I didn't have time back in 2020 and 2021. So what we figured out is it's like, well, let us help people that don't have the resources. If, let's say, they have the liquidity to go ahead and invest in their own business, right? Like a starter business, we could go ahead and help them with facilitating, like getting the location, actually having them attend weekly clinics with professionals that have been in the game for over like 15, 18 years and have proven results. And then we took it a step further, guys, high level support. And that's what it comes down to. So in 2024, the game has changed a lot, especially with digital businesses and online businesses, because I mean, guys, we're getting retargeted by so many people nowadays. So at the end of the day, the people that are winning, the best companies that are winning out right now are the companies that offer the best support. It's the people that you can actually trust, that you can bet, that you can be like, dude, I like Paul. He's a good dude. I'm gonna do business with him rather than the other guys, right? Just because I like his background, I like the way he talks, I like, I just want to be around him. That's just the way it is, guys. People gravitate towards people they want to be like, or they want to hang out with, or they like. That's just the nature of the game. So when it comes down to business, not only do we know business, but we're actually pretty cool people. Okay, we like to have fun. We like to go ahead and cheer on our clients and anybody who is on our team. Like I said, we make the team work. Okay. All right. So with that being said, we were able to create such a phenomenal program. And now we hold weekly live trainings here, absolutely for free. You don't have to buy anything. We're not salesy. At the end of the day, if this is something you want to jump to at the very end of the training, guys, I'll have something very special for you. So just stay tuned. Okay. Now, how does this system work? Well, the system is very easy, guys. It's called the cash discount program. Cash discount program is a program that's been out for a couple years now. Hasn't been out since, more than a decade, like ATMs. But this program incentivizes merchants to actually go ahead and offer a cash buy discount. Okay. So how many of you guys have been to a gas station or possibly a liquor store where they have signage and it says, with cash, this is the price. With credit card, this is the price. Well, essentially, if they have that sign, guys, they're going to have a cash discount price where they either give you a percentage or they give you a flat rate discount. Now, the reason why they do this is so they could go ahead and save money on their credit card processing. Now, let me tell you why exactly. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, Paul, that sounds great, but why would any business owner go ahead and do business with us rather than doing it with Chase or Wells Fargo or Bank of America or Clover or Square, right? They've been in business. They're big businesses. They're billion-dollar businesses. So why would they go with the little guy? What's the difference between us? Well, let me tell you what the difference is, guys. The difference is the fact that you are coming in as the local rep. You're coming in as the small business owner. Have you guys ever gone and actually checked out a business and they're a local neighborhood business and people go there just to support local businesses? Well, now just imagine if in your city where you live or in your town where you live, you're known as the person who actually provides zero interest credit card processing. And they know you're the hero behind that because you're a small business owner just like them. Compared to the big bank that's been charging the businesses in your town, in your city, tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they haven't talked to a person in person in years. In years. And that's what happens, guys. That's exactly what happens. They're missing that H2H interaction. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys already know what H2H is. For everybody who's a newbie, okay, what I want you guys to do, if you're a newbie, this is the first time you heard about the H2H method. What I want you to do is go ahead and comment H, the letter H, 2, the number 2, and then the H. So H2H. And that's for human to human interaction. Okay, that's what it means, guys. Human to human interaction. See, guys, business is not difficult. Business is actually very simple. We make it difficult because we're overthinkers. We're human beings, guys. So, what I want you guys to take away from this lesson today are these 3 pillars. Pillar number 1, we're going ahead and we're going to educate our clients. Number 2, we're going to provide value. How are we going to provide value with this actual program, guys? We're going to provide value because we're saving them tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars if they transition to us, okay? And then the last thing that we're going to do, we're going to build foundation. And how are we going to build foundation? We're actually going to show them that we're human. We're going to show them that we have heart. We're going to show them that we actually care. That's how we're going to win the business over. Whenever somebody says, hey, Paul, what makes you different from every other company out there? Or what makes you different from the other CEO? Or what makes you different from the other sales guy? You know what I say, guys? I smile and I go, well, let me ask you. We've been having a pretty good conversation. You learned a little something, right? You're like, yes, yes. Okay. So let me ask you something. If we weren't talking about business, would we hang out together? They're like, oh yeah, for sure, 100%. You're like my friend now. Of course, you're my friend too. So let me ask you something. Friends trust each other, right? Yes, they do. So friends do good business, right? Yes, they do. So if I'm telling you I'm looking out for you, and I'm telling you that I'm going to save you a ton of money that you can reinvest into your business, or if you have kids, you're going to invest into their college funds, or if you have a struggling business, you can reinvest into your business, and I'm going to help you out with your marketing, you wouldn't take that deal? Even if I told you were going to do a month-to-month contract? Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, Paul. Then let's do it. All right. Boom. And it's like that, guys. It's like that. If you focus on the 3 pillars, foundation, showing that you're human, value, showing them that you can actually save them tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and then educating them on the process. Because here's the thing, guys, a confused buyer will never buy. The number one reason why people don't buy from you guys, if you guys are already going out there and you're getting shut down, is because they don't trust you. I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid right now. And I'm not being mean, guys. I'm just being honest with you because I love you guys. Okay? But what I want you guys to do is go ahead and comment trust. That's going to be TRUST. Go ahead and comment trust down in the comments below, guys. Okay? Let me see who's interacting right here. Man, you guys are on it. I see H2H everywhere. I love this, guys. You guys are awesome today. Okay, but go ahead and comment trust because it's huge. You want to be good at sales? You want to be the best? This is the fundamentals behind sales, guys. High pressure sales is out the door in 2024. That car dealership stuff, that's out the door, guys, unfortunately, okay? Trust me, it's fun watching it in the movies, but in reality, people are buying you based on tonality, based on value, based on your authority, okay? But ultimately, that combination of those elements plus the trust factor. So how are you going to have them trust you? Okay? You're going to have them trust you. And we're going to go right into lesson number 2. How do you make big residuals in 2024?